Hey all, Dr. Adam here with a video all about the hands and keeping your hands healthy. Now, at Chiropractic First, we are always going to start with focusing on taking care of the nerve pressure coming out of your neck, because that is where the nerves exit and go down to your shoulders, down your arms, and into your hands. So this area, the lower part of the neck here, is called the brachial plexus. So yes, we do want to restore the curve, take pressure off the nerve root as it exits the spine, and that can ultimately help with shoulder, elbow, hand, and wrist pain. Um, but if that's persistent, this is something that we can focus on in between appointments or at home, or, if you have a desk job or have or work with your hands, or a carpenter, many different reasons for having more pain and issues with your hands. The most common joint, or the first joint to start to have osteoarthritis in the spine, is the base of the thumb. So keeping your hands strong, keeping your grip strength, and also keeping fluidity of motion is important. So yesterday in prep for this video, Dr. Jake and I were talking about a few things with the hands, and that connectivity between the brain is important. So getting the neck clear, but then working on those fine motor, that is the connection with the hemisphere of the brain going down through the nerves and all the way across. So being able to touch each finger individually, eyes open and eyes closed, being able to move one finger independently of the other and not have the rest move, similar to like the toes and the hands are, or the feet and the hands are very similar in that route, but making sure to be able to have that connection with the nervous system. Also being able to close a fist properly and work on that. You can hear my wrist crack when I do that. I have an old injury, an old rugby injury that has always affected, but working on the hands and making sure that this isn't something that gets worse over time. So the carpal tunnel is where the median nerve flows into your hand. So carpal tunnel syndrome should be called carpal flat syndrome. So the bones in your hand actually can flatten out and pinch the median nerve, causing pain. Now, if it's on one side versus the other, that can be overuse or overwork. If it's on both sides, or if you're having numbness in both hands, again, bringing it back to the neck. There may be a disc issue, there may be pinched nerves that are affecting the hands. If you have numbness or tingling in both your hands and your feet, you may have B vitamin deficiency. So, taking like a B complex or meeting with Mackenzie to go through different nutrition protocols can help with numbness and tingling in the fingers. There are a few different ways to help promote a healthy carpal tunnel or help promote good movement with the wrist. If you think about the tendons in your hands, all go right into a point here in the wrist. So, you can physically like take your thumb and hit certain trigger points in your hands. You can work on the forearm muscles, rolling your hand and wrist over 5 to 7 seconds, getting those to release, because again, we're following the nerve from the neck all the way down to the hand itself. So there are certain spots around the elbow where if you move your wrist around, you can really get through and get that to release, helping with pain going all the way into the hands. One of my favorite things to do for grip strength is to utilize rubber bands. I've talked to many of you about this. This is a purple band from an asparagus bundle that we got at Woodman's. 20 to 30 of these. You feel a good burn kind of going into the forearm, because the forearm muscles do insert into the hand. So keeping the small intrinsic muscles in your hand strong can help with your grip strength, because I want you to be able to deal cards when you're 90, to be able to crochet, to be able to do the fine motor skills that ensure you're getting the most out of life and staying happy, healthy, and strong.